party time.
Party time.
That's what it's all about.
For the big game.
For the big game.
Super Bowl.
Super Bowl. We can talk about that. We're a news program.
I mean, I don't know if it's technically a Super Bowl when the Patriots aren't in it, but it's still a bowl.
I was really disappointed. Our buddy Shane didn't get a chance to get in the championship game.
Next year.
Yeah, we'll get into the
Next
Super
year.
Bowl. But anyway, we are, it is a Super Bowl coming up, and of course it's party time. And the best part about Super Bowl, the parties, the commercials, all of that, of course, the food. And so that's why we're bringing in McKenzie Hall,
Hello.
registered dietitian,
Thank you.
friend of the program. McKenzie, I see all this, I gravitate immediately to things like potato skins.
Yes.
But you say that's not as healthy as some other things. And you want to talk more healthy fun
Sure.
food.
So when we think about Super Bowl foods, we generally think about foods that are high in a lot of animal fat. So things that are high in saturated fat and cholesterol.
And yumminess.
And we kind of skimp on the fruits and the vegetables and the fiber. So I think that there's a lot of ways that you can take traditional Super Bowl foods and transform them into healthier options.
Okay.
And I once heard a male dietitian tell me that when we're serving healthier versions to guys, never say that you modified it. It's not a modified version because guys don't eat the real thing. So just say, I just know a healthy recipe and it's delicious, so just enjoy it.
Okay, so what would be healthy
Well,
on this table?
Let's start with the
Okay,
dip because this is my downfall is dip.
Did you make this one? That's your dip. That's what you would bring
That's
to the
this.
party.
Yeah, this is
Okay.
your regular ranch
dip.
sour cream dip.
And the thing with the ranch dip is it's pretty calorie dense. And it has a lot of trans fat in it, so sometimes when you get them at the supermarket, they have hydrogenated oils in them, which can have some harmful effects on our heart. So I really like using hummus, and you can make homemade hummus at home. It's a really easy recipe, or you can buy it at any grocery store now. And oftentimes hummus is half the calories of ranch dressing, and it's also full of fiber, and the legumes that it's made of are full of nutrients. So it's a great alternative to
So what
traditional.
exactly? Because people always say, what is hummus? So what exactly is it? Because I always say it's soybeans, or garbanzo beans.
It's garbanzo
Yeah.
beans. So if you were to make it at home, you would just use garbanzo beans in a food processor, put in a little bit of tahini paste, a few spices, maybe a little bit of lemon juice, maybe some Greek yogurt, and just puree it, and you get hummus. And people really like it.
good.
Danielle makes it.
The only thing with hummus and like a lot of other dips is people can often eat a lot of it without realizing how much they're eating. So when you are eating it at a Super Bowl
How
party,
did you be? Because Juliet and I love hummus, and we sit down with the whole thing of hummus, and the next thing you know, it's gone.
and I think I recognize that because I love hummus too. So I think a good trick is to take your little plate, at a Super Bowl party, portion out what you want, and then go down and sit down and just eat what you're going to have on your plate because it's so easy to sit down there with the whole tub and just eat a lot.
Tempting to double dip, but I'd be smacked.
Don't you dare.
I know I'd be smacked.
So another one of my downfalls, of course,
Yes.
is the 7-layer dip, which is just 7 layers of absolute deliciousness. So what would be a good alternative for the dip?
I really love guacamole, and I think people sometimes think of guacamole as not as good as it is because it is pretty calorie dense, but people forget that fats actually can be our friend, and guacamole is full of unsaturated, healthy fats. So again, with this, it's all about portion control, so I would take out a good scoop and put it on your plate, and it's also so easy to make at home. Just cut up avocados, tomatoes, I use a few shallots, some garlic, and a little lime juice, and you're good to go.
Well, I guess I better taste it.
Yeah, since you're talking about that. And while she's tasting that, we've got the potato skins here that I always gravitate toward.
Right.
So does Juliet. We had 4.
We did
We
have
had 4. It is now 3. I noticed you didn't touch these though, Juliet. The sweet potato fries. Maybe she'll be on to that. Tell us about the sweet potato fries.
Sure. So I love defending foods that I love, and I think potatoes sometimes get a bad reputation, but actually potatoes by themselves are a good, nutritious food. But when we normally have just normal baked potatoes, we layer them with cheese and sour cream and bacon bits, which is why I like sweet potatoes because I think that they're really delicious by themselves. So I just take a normal sweet potato, I cut them up, I saute it with a little bit of olive oil and turmeric and cumin, put it in the oven for 450, and they're really delicious by themselves. You don't need the cheese and the bacon bits. Just
As
be careful.
much as we want.
I know, poor McKenzie.
Be careful
burnt
not
her
to burn your
fingers.
fingers. I made them last night, and I put them out of the oven and burnt them, so just be careful.
She has second-degree burns on her
I
thumbs.
do. I know it hurt.
You know, I want to point out, you made these last night, and they're delicious right now.
They are great.
Those are very good.
And I think that's the case a lot of times. Eating well is a lot about planning in advance. So if you have time, on your Sunday night to make a few things for the week, go ahead ahead and make a few more and put them in the fridge, and they last, at least 3 to 4 days. The potatoes
Do you need to reheat them, or I mean, these are still warm? You can just put them in the microwave.
These, yep. About 30 seconds to a minute, and they're they're perfect.
Now, I've already gotten into the pita chips that you've made here, but that is a great alternative to the regular potato chip, which again is another one of my obsessions.
Right.
So, but this is delicious. And how did you make this?
And I think people are intimidated because they think, oh, I can never make pita chips at home. You guys, it's so easy. You just get whole wheat pitas from any grocery store. You just cut them up in about 8 sections. In a little separate bowl, do a little bit of olive oil, garlic, salt, and pepper, and mix it up, and then just spread it on top of the pita and bake it in the oven at 350.
That's simple.
It's easy as can be.
Delicious. It's absolutely delicious.
I'm going to tell you this, though. As a guy, if I was at a Super Bowl party,
Right.
or any party, and I had pita chips,
Right.
and the guacamole and the hummus here, I wouldn't think twice. I would be taking it and dipping it and going.
Exactly.
It's either this or this. If this is in front of me, I will probably have the potato chips. If this is in front of me, I will eat this. I will still enjoy it the same as, but it's better for me.
Right. And I often tell that even to my clients too. If you have healthy food in your house or healthy food in front of you, you're going to eat it. It tastes great. It just takes a little bit extra preparation.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So now let's get into dessert.
Sure.
Because that is.
I have a sweet tooth too. Self-proclaimed sweet tooth.
I mean, he'll tell you here in the office, I show up probably 2-3 times a week with desserts for everyone. I'm really bad with it. So now we have an alternative here that you have brought, which is very simple, fruit skewers.
I think that they're really cute, and at Super Bowl or game day, people want to use finger foods, and so that's why I think these skewers are really easy. And I love pairing it with a yogurt dip, a homemade yogurt dip, and it's actually Greek yogurt with a little bit of honey and vanilla.
That's not your
It's simple.
exclusive domain?
That is amazing.
It's Greek yogurt, honey, and vanilla, and I think people often don't. We have forks.
I'm in trouble.
There you go.
Thank you. Lost at sea here.
I especially love Greek yogurt because it's so high in protein, so it'll keep people like Dave full if you can get it out of the mixture.
See, there's
You like
nothing
it?
bad. Oh gosh.
Okay, good.
Creamy? You can't go
is
wrong
delicious.
with yogurt. That's so
That
good.
is so good. Oh my gosh.
There's a lot of other things you can do with Greek yogurt for dips. If you really like peanut butter, you could add peanut butter in it and have it with apple slices. You could, puree some jam into it or whatever you need just to sweeten it up a little bit.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
So now you've made us a couple healthy options
I
here.
have, yes.
Some hearty healthy options.
Yes, and again, these are the kinds of things that if you have them at your party, you'll eat them. So I made this quinoa bean salad, and I
we
think
get
it
this?
looks really beautiful.
That is absolutely gorgeous.
And whenever I take the salad to parties or potlucks, people just love it. They devour it. So I think it's a great thing to take to Super Bowl parties.
Now I'm a guy.
Yep.
We've already determined that.
Yes.
that I'm a guy.
Thank you for clarifying. Yes.
Self-proclaimed guy.
Yes. You said it looks good.
Right.
I'm a guy.
And not so much?
No, I am a guy.
Oh, I mean, does it not look good?
No, it looks great.
Okay, good.
No, I'm just saying, what matters to me is taste.
Right.
It could look pretty, but if it's good up here, I can't
That's
see
all
it
that
anymore,
matters.
but that's all that matters.
Right.
So that's,
So,
I got to dive
moment
in,
of
right?
truth.
I can
This
go
is
in?
amazing.
You love it? Okay, good.
This is what now?
That's a quinoa mango black bean salad.
What is quinoa?
Quinoa is actually a whole grain, but I love recommending it because it's really high in protein. So it actually has all the essential amino acids that we that we need.
There's a little bit of an eating disorder.
Plate.
Yeah.
It's a
on
guy.
aisle 3
There we
there.
go. So quinoa in itself is actually really high in fiber and protein, so it helps people stay satisfied.
Is this wrong?
That is.
Do you like it?
That's wrong.
Oh.
That is amazing, and that is something if I had it made, I would eat
do
it all the time.
Yeah, and
yes.
I think having the pre-cut stuff always makes it so much easier. So having the pre-cut mango, they have that at stores a lot now.
Yeah.
That way, it just makes it so much easier to put together.
What is this?
That's
Okay, so this is my own homemade chili recipe,
Wow.
and I actually posted the recipe this morning, so everyone has access to it.
Oh boy. It's
And
oh
the trick
boy.
is that you can get guys to eat it is it has some beer in there. So I made it with some beer, and I loaded it with beans, and it has ground turkey, and lots of carrots, and a seasonal vegetable right now is mushrooms. So I have some mushrooms in there too.
Oh, I love mushrooms.
I do
This is-
too.
I love these bowls.
Aren't
This
those
is a
cute?
great idea.
And they prevent you from
So
burning
easy.
your hands.
Yeah. Oh
Yeah.
wow, guys. This is where the guys, the crew, when this is over, they're coming
They're
right
gonna
here.
come right over. Okay.
I mean, and
We'll have a party.
this is truly guilt-free.
It really is, and it's full of nutrients, and it's gonna keep you so full because it's so full of fiber.
And I don't even feel like I need to add cheese or anything to it.
Yeah, it's great.
is
And
real
I
good.
even you could add guacamole
Amazing.
to it if you wanted, a little bit on top. You can pair things up.
Got some
Have it with
pita,
some homemade tortilla
exactly,
chips. You
some-
can mix and match. Yeah.
Wow.
McKenzie, you're brilliant.
Oh, I'm glad you like it.
You
guys.
really
Very
are.
much. Thank you very much.
You're so welcome.
This is a great choice.
You're welcome.
Super Bowl is going to be better for you when you have the things that McKenzie has. Go to our website, scvtoday.com. Obviously, we're going to direct you over to McKenzie's site as well if you want some more ideas. Do you have ideas like this?
Tons of recipes on my website. So if
Awesome.
you guys need any of these, they're all
Very
on there.
good.
Wonderful.